Using AI to sharpen my trading edge. My name is Chuck Whitman, and I build great traders that lead great lives. Traders I've trained have generated in excess of $1 billion in trading revenue and are found at some of the largest proprietary trading firms and hedge funds in the United States. When most people hear AI for traders, they picture automation or shortcuts. But for me, it's about something much deeper. It's about alignment with who I am as a trader, with my edges, and with God. In this short video, I'm not going to walk you through every prompt I typed, but I am going to show you the outcome of what happened when I teamed up with my AI trading partner, Charles, to refine one of my core trading strategies, my VIX Spike plan. Here's what Charles helped me do. He helped me clarify my strategy, not just for me, but in a way that students could understand and execute with precision. He helped me pressure test the edge. Charles suggested subtle tweaks to the signal structure, to the entry logic, and to position sizing that made the edge stronger. He helped me optimize execution. We improved clarity around triggers and exit logic so that the plan was both tighter and more intuitive. And more importantly, I could sense when we landed on something true. That moment of peace and excitement. That's how I know it's aligned with my spirit and not just my schedule. When you sign up for the AI for Traders workshop, you're going to get a special bonus. That special bonus is I'm going to share with you my VIX Spike trading plan. Now, the VIX Spike is something that has data going all the way back into the early 2000s. And it is an edge that has been durable and consistent for over 20 years. It's a strategy that I started trading myself back in 2014, and I've traded it through different evolutions that have made the strategy better. The reality is that the different ways I could trade the strategy changed over time. For example, when I first started trading it back in 2014, there were weekly expirations, but there were not daily expirations. But around 2019, the daily expirations started to come into play, and that opened up a whole new world of how we could express this edge. The liquidity that is in SPY and in the derivative products, everything from VXX and VIX futures out to micros and minis and other ETFs, have set the stage for a strategy that can be expressed multiple different ways on multiple different time horizons, all of them having very good liquidity. In 2024, the VIX Spike strategy had an expectancy of $1.54. It generated 26R on 17 trades. What I did is I'm going to teach you, we created what's called a GPT. Essentially, it's a special folder, a special holding place for specific pieces of information that you're going to refer back to again and again. So one of the things I'm going to teach you is we're going to create a GPT and ChatGPT for each of your trading plans. And this is going to make it easier to be able to trade them, evaluate them, and debrief them. And we're going to show you how to do that. Then what we're going to show you is how we take that trading plan and we go through and we use it in AI, in this case in ChatGPT, to improve the plan, improve the execution, improve the edge. So first of all, I'm going to show you essentially 8 tactical enhancements that Charles, that's what I call my ChatGPT for trading, my AI for trading, that Charles recommended to improve the edge within VIX Spike. Now, you don't know everything about the system, and that's okay. You're going to learn the system when you sign up for the workshop. But I'm going to give you some idea of some of the things that were recommended. 1, have a dynamic spike threshold based on the volatility regime. Instead of having one spike threshold, have multiple spike thresholds based on the level of volatility. If it's VIX is under 14, it's one threshold. If it's between 14 and 18%, it's another threshold. On and on. Over 24%, it's a greater threshold. Chad is saying this reduces false positives during low volatility environments and adapts to high volatility regimes. Very interesting. It's also recommending adding a volume confirmation bar. Add a SPY down day volume spike condition that basically says you have to have high volume accompanying the spike. This will confirm institutional activity. Then it's recommending trade structure tweaks. We pursue this trade, we express this trade using offset butterflies. It's recommending adjusting the butterfly width to match the VIX level. So essentially, the more volatile VIX is, the wider the flies. So it's making recommendations based on the level of VIX for how wide the fly should be. Number 4, it's recommending executing diagonal flies for time spread advantage. So if the trade sets up on a Thursday or Friday, consider doing a diagonal so you get a greater decay from your shorts over the weekend while your longs still have more time. 5, introduce a soft exit based on mean reversion. Essentially, it's like a peel. If certain things happen, in this case, if SPY returns to the 5-day volume weighted moving average and the butterfly is 80% of its max gain, take a piece off. Then it has capital deployment strategies or position sizing. It's recommending reward consistency with dynamic sizing. Rather than preset markets money rules, consider an adaptive R sizing based on equity curve momentum. It's basically saying respect streaks. If the last 3 trades are all positive, increase the size of the next R by 25%. If the last 3 trades are mixed or flat, keep the R the same. If the last 2 are losses, reduce the R by 50%. Number 7, it's recommending add a volatility-based scaling model. Instead of a static scale-in on a 0.5 ATR drop, tie the scale-in permission to the VIX percentile rank. Only scale in if the VIX is in the top 25% of its 100-day range. 8, explore expressing the idea in ES futures options instead of SPY or SPX. And this is for tax considerations. Consider using ES or MES options for greater tax efficiency. You can see these are all suggestions, all that are made when it evaluates the plan and comes back. Now, we'll go much deeper in the workshop on this, but I want you to show you just in a matter of a few minutes, we've got this level of feedback. Then in addition, it also recommended 10 tactical and strategic observations to enhance the plan and clarify the edge for the students, for you. So this is a plan that we've taught to the students now going back to 2023, I believe. And so they've seen it, traded it, but it's making specific suggestions to help the student understand it quicker and to support them to execute it better. 1, clarify the core thesis up front. Basically, it's saying, even though it's implicit, explicitly state that the strategy persists across decades because VIX SPICs are fueled by panic. And panic is mean reverting in bull markets. Well said, better than I would have said. 2, highlight the unique trade-off between high win rate and occasional big losses. One issue with this system is it has a high win rate, but occasionally it's wrong and it's wrong big. Well, I wisely sidestepped this weakness by using defined risk option strategies. This system solves the core flaw of mean reversion strategies, which is undefined loss, by expressing the idea through limited risk options. This helps give the student an aha moment where you see you're not just teaching a tactic, you're actually showing how to resolve a universal trading flaw. 3, make SPX execution a bold recommendation. We recommend doing it in SPX because there's nothing to do at expiration because they're cash settled. It's saying I'm not emphasizing this enough. 4, create a clear entry checklist for the students so they have it and they can put it right next to them and use it when they're evaluating whether the trade is a signal, whether the signal is valid or not. And the same for a scale-in strategy. 5, add a trade log template so it's very easy of what they need to record for their data. 6, add the expected system metrics. Be more clear. Like, for example, I showed the results from 2024. Be more clear by giving more detail on the performance. 7, pre-built trade structures for students. Basically create a cheat sheet that already shows the flies that we're going to use based off of different conditions. 8, highlight the psychological advantage of fixed risk. Students, and it's right, students don't really get what I say when I say you can't blow up. It's saying stress them. You cannot blow up. Your max loss is defined at entry, so you can size this like a business, not a gamble. This helps you be psychologically strong, helps you to be patient. 9, add a chart book or a trade replay section that they can go back and see all the old signals. And 10, showcase this as a GPT integration use case. So show how AI, in this case Charles, can help identify entry signals, can help calculate risk reward for the spreads, can help calculate what strikes to use and what to pay for butterflies, and to build a trade log. 10 different things that would make the trading plan and the supporting materials better for the student and better for my team. So hopefully me showing this to you gets you excited. It starts to open your mind to the possibility of what you're going to be able to do all by yourself. For me as a coach, if I was insecure about who I am, I'd be really nervous, because the reality is what I'm showing you is going to make a lot of coaches irrelevant. It's going to make a lot of things that I teach you and show you irrelevant, because you're going to be able to do it on your own. I've got no fear about this. I know there's a role for me in helping traders forever. It may have changed a little bit, but there's still a role, and I'm good either way. What's more important is for you to see what AI can do when it's trained on your mind, when it's trained on your edge, and when it's trained on your mission. If you've been curious how to use AI to trade more effectively and to live more congruently, this is your moment. Let me show you how in our AI for Traders workshop. And what day is it? That's right, it's Tuesday. But it's not just any Tuesday, it's Trader Tip Tuesday, where I come to you with tips like today, showing you how to use ChatGPT to be able to improve the quality of your trading plans and to be able to improve the quality of your trading edge. Helps you take your performance to an elite level. I will see you next Tuesday.